savings bonuses. Oh my gosh, I've been talking to them and the stories are incredible. You do not want to miss these stories that people getting their travel savings bonuses and not even knowing it, and well over $1,000. So the other thing, the closing party, the closing celebration. Mrs. Bugs and her team have put together something that is unreal. It's going to be absolutely mind-blowing, unbelievable. I've heard about it. I've heard some of the things that are going to be happening. It's going to be epic. That's all I can say. And if you don't have your tickets, go ahead and get those tickets. Get your tickets today. It's not too late. And I'll see you here in Houston in 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks from today. I cannot believe that. But go ahead and get your tickets at ibuumerang.com or get into your back office and get your tickets through your back office under events. So rock and roll, guys. I'll see you in Houston.
Facebook took all of your efforts and all of your associations, all of your friends. Don't tell me you don't like to make lists of names of friends. You did it and you gave it away to Facebook, and Facebook now runs ads in front of all of your friends, and Facebook pays themselves and their shareholders, and they left you in the dark. Now, I'm not down on Facebook. You know what? What they've done is they were very smart. They gave you a benefit, a way for you to communicate, link in with your friends, and you gave them the benefit, a way to make billions of dollars. But what if you could take that same concept? What if you can take that same ingenuity and you get paid for it? Social selling has changed. It's changed. The way people bought products before are not the same anymore. Customers are much smarter than they have been ever before. They have more information, they have more choices. And the days of forcing people and customers to be on an auto ship, forcing customers to have a product delivered to them every single month, that's the taxi cab age. I'm not downing products, and some of you love products, and guess what? Sell them, use them. It's okay. But when you look at the concept of what Uber's done, Uber said, hey, listen, here's my information, here's my app. Join for free. Raise your hands if you have an Uber account. Raise your hands if you have a Lyft account. This company was inspired because of that concept. I looked at it and I said, what if I could revolutionize customer acquisition? And instead of charging our customers every single month, what if we allow customers to become customers for free? We have and capture all of their information and their data, and we allow the customer to choose what it is that they want to buy instead of the company forcing a particular product or a category on your customer. Ladies and gentlemen, that's called the future of network marketing.
How I live this lifestyle, they just want to know. I ain't get no handout. Tonight, I just want to take you higher. Let's set this party on fire. Y'all trying to do 24 karat magic in the air. Head to toe so clear. Look out. Pop, pop, it's showtime. Showtime, showtime, showtime. Guess who's back again? Oh, they don't know. Oh, they don't know. I bet they know as soon as we walk in. Showed up, I'm wearing Cuban links. Designer mix. Inglewood's finest shoes. Don't look too hard, might hurt yourself. No.
Hey family, this is LaTanya Johnson out here in Stafford, Texas. Just excited because I was able to take a portion of my commissions from my ibuumerang check and paid off one of my store credit cards. And I'm so excited about doing that. did not want to continue to make payments on this particular bill. So I said, you know what? We're going to eradicate this and look forward to eradicating the next credit card or next bill that I have. So just wanted to, encourage the family to get out of debt. Hashtag good, hashtag just different. See you guys at the top. Bye-bye. Okay. Okay, guys. Welcome everybody to the call. How's everybody doing tonight? This is LaTanya Johnson, Sapphire Consultant, founding member of ibuumerang, straight out of Stafford, Texas, running into the door so I could come in and host this call tonight. I'm super excited about what's taking place with our organization, but also even more so with our business. So those of you who are on the call tonight, any guests on the call, we want to definitely get you to state your name, where you're calling from, and who invited you out to the call. And don't be shy.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay. Hi, my name is Victor Capers. I'm calling from Las Vegas, Nevada, and I was invited by Diana Hardy.
Excellent. Welcome to the call, Mr. Capers. Appreciate you jumping on. From one of my one of my most fun cities. We love Las Vegas. Been going there since I was able to put something in the slot machine, which has been well over 20, 30 years. So thank you and welcome to the call, and make sure you get to a quiet place. Sure, absolutely. Get into a quiet place if you can. Get pen and paper. There's going to be some information that you're going to want to take tonight that's going to change your life, in my opinion. It has literally changed mine. So thank you so much. Anybody else on the call that's a guest? Don't be shy. Okay. So while we're waiting for the guests to decide if they're going to just let us know who they are, where they're calling from, any TSAs, any partners, any founding members on the call, please state your name.
Hey, Ms. Johnson, this is Diana Hardy. I actually do have another guest, Yolanda Holloway. She
Excellent.
may not be able to chat. I don't see her recording her microphone. So she's out of Columbia, South Carolina, and it's good to be here with the team.
Absolutely. And can you just check to make sure she can hear us, Diana?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Excellent. So we've got a couple of guests on the call as well, and we've got some partners on board. So are there any more guests on the call before I open up to the partners? Welcome to the call. Okay, so go ahead, TSAs and founding members of ibuumerang, please state your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, good evening. My name is Everett Moore. I'm in Houston, Texas. I am a founding member, first class. Glad to be here. I'm excited about the business.
Yeah, Mr. Moore's business is on fire, and we're super excited. He laid it down last night, so thank you, Mr. Moore. Who else is on the call with us?
Hey, good evening,
everyone.
Go ahead, Jeremy.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremy over in Fresno, Texas. I'm the first class travel saving ambassador.
Absolutely. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. Okay, anybody else? Jeremy's business is blowing up as well. I think he'll be senior director before tomorrow night, midnight. Absolutely.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Absolutely. Anybody else on the call? Any partner?
How you guys doing? This is who is that? Go ahead, Jeremy. Jason.
My name is Jason. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Absolutely.
I'm an ambassador in the company.
Absolutely. You're first class ambassador, sir.
Oh, first class. That's right. That's right.
It's all good. Welcome to the call. I see you hiding that afro. Okay, who else?
Oh, yeah.
This is Nefertiti.
What's going on, Nefertiti?
How are you?
Founding
Great.
member, first class. Welcome.
Yes.
Absolutely. And director, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
And the director.
Hey, man, it's on her way to being a executive, if I'm not mistaken. There's some things happening.
Definitely working on it.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Who else
Thank
is on
you.
the call with us tonight? Absolutely. There's Miss Bell. What's going on, Miss Bell?
Everything.
I love it. I love it. Excellent. Excellent. Okay.
And this is Ben
Hey,
in Houston.
Ben.
I'm
Welcome.
a first class TSA.
Excellent. Welcome.
Thanks.
Welcome. Who else is, what other partners we have TSA members on the call?
Sharon Owens, Winston, South Carolina.
There she is, Miss Owens herself. Welcome to the call. Okay, we have some background noise. We have another guest, I believe. Phone number ending in 9860. Is that a guest?
Yes, Toma Cole.
Welcome, Toma. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the call.
I'm good, and yourself?
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Who invited you? Because you've been on the call before.
Kendrick.
Absolutely. Okay, excellent. Welcome to the call.
You know, actually, Toma is a.
She's in, right?
She's in. Yeah, she's in Jeremy's team. So
Excellent.
Toma is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
She's a TSA.
TSA. Boom. That's what's up. Okay, perfect.
That's right.
Okay. Anybody else before we get this call going? We're about we're late. So anybody else? Any other guests?
This is Wendy Beverly. I'm a guest of Lewis Barnes.
Excellent. How are you doing, Mrs. Beverly?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. We saw you the other night.
Yes, I'm
excellent.
back.
You're back. Congratulations. Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, good. Absolutely. So, guys, I want to thank everyone for jumping on the calls. People are just still coming in. That's exciting. But what we're getting ready to do is introduce the presenter for the night, and which is not me, which is all good. It's a blessing to have a team that is on fire and actually doing the presentations. And that's what you want, duplication in your business. And just so happens that the young lady that's presenting information tonight, I've known for over 20 plus years. In my phone, she's called Family. Just to give you an idea, we used to go fishing together. We don't get a chance to do that much more. Her dream is to have a bay house, which I love, to have a house that she can just go out her back door and throw a line out. She is truly what we call a yellow in the business. She loves people, but she loves to have fun. You know, when you see her, she has this big, beautiful smile. But let me tell you something. She will get you straight when you need to be gotten straight. And that's because she cares about your success. And she is totally committed. She's one of the top leaders in my organization. She is plugged into this system. She's one of those people that the leaders call on as well here in Houston. She's one of those people that steps up to the plate. She's a big supporter when we have events in town. She shows up and actually does all of the volunteer that's needed. So she leads by serving, and that's how you serve. That's how you lead in this industry. You go out and you do the things that are necessary to bring about a solution. And so the young lady I'm talking about tonight is Mrs. B. Carter, a mother, a grandmother of two, mother of two, and married to a great man, Wilbert, of over 45 years. And her vision right now is to retire in Mexico. They're making the efforts and the plans to do that real soon. And so what I want to do is, guys, make sure that everyone's in a quiet place. Get your pen and paper together, because you're about to get some information that's going to bless your life, in my opinion. And I want to make sure that Mrs. Carter is ready, because she called me right before we were on the call, and she was having some technical issues. Are you okay, Mrs. Carter?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear?
I can hear you. Are you ready?
Okay, I do have major technical difficulties. The hotspot is not working. My computer internet is not working. That introduction, I am just so hurt that I don't get to live up to all those kind things you said about me. Adaptation person that I am, but I did put on notice, Mr. Benson, that I may not have internet, so I would appreciate you guys to come back and see me sometimes. And I'm going to ask Mr. Benson to give the presentation, because I don't have slides. So,
okay, no problem. Kendra,
okay.
you can do it or I can do it. Either way, it doesn't really matter. You want to knock it out?
You know, that's like flipping a coin. Where I would love to hear you present tonight. Our team leader, turn it up tonight. If not,
I vote yes.
Oh, really? Do you now?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Let me see something here. Okay, let me do this right now. Okay, because I came in running, guys. Hang on one second.
That's the best time to catch you, because it's going to be some great information.
Yeah,
let me see if I get the presentation up.
Love it.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
And you have control too, by the way.
Yeah, okay, I got control. Excellent. So let me pull up full screen here. Okay, help yourself. Go ahead, go ahead. Okay, okay, good. So let me share. Let me see if I'm doing this right. Okay, that's not right. Hang tight. Can y'all hear all that? Can you hear me? No, no, it's not you. It's me. I'm trying to find the. I'm missing something here.
But while she's getting all that together, hey, let's go ahead and let's just talk about our team leader.
No, don't do that. Hang on.
Oh man, guys, you guys are in for a treat tonight.
Okay. Well, I can't find. I cannot. I apologize. I cannot find the place to share my.
Okay, then
share my screen.
I'll take over.
Okay, but you said I had full control, right?
I gave you full control. Let's see.
Interesting.
You're co-host. Uh-huh.
Interesting. Okay. I think Miss Carter had this issue the other day where she could not hang on, let me do one thing. Let me see this right here.
Because I'm ready to go. I could just pull the trigger.
I know you are, and I've got no problem with that. Let me just do one more thing before. Aha.
See? Uh-huh.
I count it.
You guys are in for a treat, by the way. You are in for a treat.
Okay, so thank you guys for your patience. It's amazing how technology, the business that we're in, is being crazy as well. But look, the company is ibuumerang, and the business is on fire. Let's put it like that. And as soon as I get this to work here, good. Okay, great. So let me just start out with this. It's a pleasure to be before you guys tonight. I will not take up too much time, and I want to make sure that you get the information and get the details that will help you make an educated decision tonight on something that I believe is an incredible opportunity. If you could imagine being a part of a fresh opportunity that's built like Amazon and Uber, this is what you're going to take a look at tonight. I'm talking about fresh because it's very unique. It is a part of the direct sales industry, but not completely. I would say probably one third or a quarter of this business is network marketing. The other percentage of this business is customer acquisition. And so I say that so that you will have a clear picture of what's taking place. Imagine being, this company is only 15 months old, and you've been asked to be in front of this business opportunity when Amazon launched at 15 months old. Or someone called you back in the day, back in 2009, and said, hey, I want you to come look at this concept. We're going to empower people with cars to earn additional income. And we're not going to have to buy any cars, anything like that, but we're going to be able to earn millions, if not billions of dollars. And I want you to come look at this concept. And by the way, we're only about 15 months old. Imagine if you were invited to Airbnb and when they first opened their doors to their business and said, you know what, we're going to create a technology, a system of access for people who already have homes, vacation homes, to rent their homes out and earn additional income, but we won't own any of the homes, but we'll be one of the largest hotel companies or largest real estate companies in the world. And that's for lack of a better term. So they don't own any homes, they don't own any hotels, but yet they're a multi-billion-dollar company because they created a system of access. They created the technology to allow people to earn additional income with what they already have. And so what if you were invited to look at this type of business model before the world knew about it, before it became a household name? Because see, right now, people know about Uber, people know about Amazon. And what they don't know is that the company's technology was built on the structure of data analytics and artificial intelligence. And so this is where you are right now today. You're looking at a company called ibuumerang that is only 15 months old, soon to be 16 months old, starting on Saturday. Company that's already been accomplished. We generated well over $50 million in our first year of business, paid out over half of that in commissions, voted number 3, I believe right now within the first 90 days of our business, but number 1 by the end of the first 9 months of our business. We were voted number 1 in the world. And company that has been designed by the visionary who took another company for the last 10 years to $3 billion in revenue. $3 billion in revenue. He took that company from zero to that. Not only did he do that, but he built a sales force, or I should say a customer base of over 3 million people worldwide within his own company. He also helped create over 45 millionaires in that company. And while he was there as just a partner, not in the corporate structure, he was a part of the visionary plan for the company, but he was a partner. He was a distributor per se. He created an income of over $100 million in less than 10 years. He was earning $1 million every 3 weeks in that company. This gentleman took a concept and reversed the industry right now is, I should say, has been the same for about 60 to 70 years. He said, you know what, I'm going to do something different. Because the playing field was not leveled for everyone. Only the people that had a certain skill set would win in this type of business. And so Mr. Holton Bugs decided he was going to level the playing field. He was going to flip the switch. He was going to take the sting out of network marketing and actually allow people to create an income on giving things away, and goodwill will come back. So in other words, he gave out goodwill and goodwill will come back. And so you're probably saying, Latanya, what in the world are you talking about? Imagine what a boomerang does. When you throw a boomerang out, what does it do? It comes back to you. That's what it's designed to do. So he named the company ibuumerang. We happened to be in the company before it was even named. We were here before the websites were created, all those things. We were here at the very beginning. So we've gone through all the painstaking challenges of birthing a baby. And now you're looking at this opportunity at the very perfect time. And why is that? It's because a lot of the things have been ironed out already. We're getting paid regularly now versus in the beginning when there were some challenges. We have a great product that I'm going to share with you that's more than just one product. So you're going to see something that's very unique, totally opposite of what's taking place in the industry. If something wasn't working, why not do the opposite of that? So Mr. Bugs has this mental concept of when you observe the masses, you do the opposite. I'm going to slow down because I hear myself talking very fast. When you observe the masses, you do the opposite because the masses are status quo. A lot of them settle for mediocrity as well. And what we're doing is we're helping people come out of that and become very empowered and creating an income and a lifestyle for themselves. So let me go ahead and jump into the presentation. I'm going to talk about the disclaimer very simply. When you work, you get paid. When you don't work, you don't get paid. This is not a get-rich opportunity, a get-rich-quick opportunity. This is a get-rich opportunity, but not get quick. This is a business that you will actually have to put in the time and the work and the effort, but it's simple. This is not like other businesses I've been a part of. And so we're going to talk about some money tonight, but I don't want to scare anybody away. But I do want you to understand there is an opportunity here that people can literally create a multiple 5 to 6 figure income per month just by giving something away. I'm going to share with you how that's how that can happen. So that's our disclaimer. And so it's time for you to take control of time and your money, in my opinion. And it's time for us to start a home-based business. Why is it time to start a home-based business? Because everybody's at home right now. It's no better time when you have millions of people that are out of work. And a lot of people do not want to go back to the workforce. So they're seeking something different. And this is what we have to offer them as well. So our mission is to provide an opportunity to succeed without selling by offering a 5-star lifestyle at 3-star prices. So we're not going to sell anything, okay? But we're going to show you how you can earn income by giving away something. This is all built on the principle of law of reciprocity, okay? You sow a seed, you reap a harvest, okay? And so with that being said, we're going to take you from an outdated business model where customers pay more and only the most experienced will win into the modern era where you will make money only when customers save money. And we have the advanced tools to help you succeed with proven leadership. And what are we going to do with that? We're going to do with our leadership, Mr. Holton Bugs. This is our CEO, the visionary of the company, the great innovator, in my opinion. This gentleman launched his career in this industry of direct sales 30 years ago. And he failed the first 7 years of his business. In essence, that he only earned $500 a month in his first 7 years. And most people would have quit, but he decided he wasn't going to quit. And I'm so grateful that he didn't, because he decided to stay the course and develop into the businessman that he is today. And now he is the CEO of ibuumerang. I already shared his story. The last company he was with was 10 years. He took that company to $3 billion, created over 45 people that became a millionaire. The first person he helped become a millionaire is my sponsor. Edwin Haynes is the global master ambassador that's standing right beside him. This gentleman is a gentle giant in this industry. He is well sought out. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Mr. Haynes. He's one of those people I can call, and he's there for us. He is that type. He's a very hands-on type of person, and there's no business I believe that you can become a part of that you can literally get your hands on and have a one-on-one conversation with the corporate and the leaders of this business. We have T. Gray, VP of Operations, and Mark Kithcart, guys. They're our trainers. They're the ones that take care of the daily operations of ibuumerang. Mark Kithcart is out of Silicon Valley, who has great success with Fortune 500 companies. And then you have Lori Spears, Director of Travel, just an astounding young lady, been in the industry over 20 plus years as well. And then you have David Manning, the CEO of Extreme Travel. This gentleman has one of the #1 travel agencies in the world. He has partnered with Mr. Bugs, and he provides the travel component for ibuumerang. And then you have Peter Hirsch, the Chief Giving Officer, who just, he and his wife Karen just celebrated earning $1 million in this company in the first 15 months of this business. He is our Chief Giving Officer. He's also an attorney as well as a pastor, and he's over our Boom Foundation. And so let me move on. There we go. So our team created a concept to make the future of business easier. And how are we going to do that? That's with the Prib. Now, remember I was telling you about, being in front of something before the world knew about it. Remember, I was sharing that there was a system of access that was created to empower people to earn income based on things they already have. And so the Prib is that entity. It is the entity that holds the data analytics and the artificial intelligence. Imagine that, you have a customer base of maybe 30,000 people that you went out and procured yourself just by giving them something away for free. And I'll share with you what that is in a minute. And those 30,000 people are now inside the Prib. And this Prib is basically along the same concept of Siri, Google Assist, or Alexa. Think about that. If you were able to look at that technology before it was even popular, even known, and now there's something going to be called the Prib. And what we do is we put our customers in this Prib, and guess what happens? They're marketed to from the Prib. In other words, all we do is market our customers as we get them into the Prib. The company takes care of everything. And I'm going to share with you why and how that's happening. Okay. And so not only that, the Prib houses the customers, it also houses our businesses, the verticals. So you know how Amazon started out selling books. What they did was Amazon was very intelligent. They took the data analytics and the artificial intelligence that you gave them because you would tell them what type of book you wanted. I'm guilty of that because I bought books from Amazon all the time. I still do. But imagine they know that you want to read a mystery novel. I used to love Edgar Allan Poe, V.C. Andrews, all those type of authors. They would market to me. They would say, if you read this book, you'll probably want to read this book. That's what takes place. That's the data analytics. That's the artificial intelligence. So imagine today, think about it. When you go to Amazon right now, if you go and look up, I've got a whole shopping list right now, shopping cart on Amazon. I'm buying stuff for another business that I have. And what happens is if I go and put something in the cart and I haven't purchased it yet, guess what? It shows up in another platform. It shows up in my Facebook account, Instagram account. It shows up in my emails. It shows up everywhere. Why is that? Data analytics, artificial intelligence. Guess what? I don't have to, they don't have to reach out to me. None of the vendors that I'm looking at in Amazon have to reach out to me at all. The Amazon does it for you. Amazon does all the work for you. So, I'm not getting individual emails from DSW or individual emails from Izod or anything like that. Guess what? It's coming from Amazon. They're saying, hey, Ms. Johnson, we see that you looked at this. Are you ready to buy? Is what they're basically asking. Imagine having that technology at your hands. So the Prib does that for you. So what makes the Prib so different? Traditional business, you have to do everything. Direct sales, the company does training and events for you. Franchising, you have to pay millions of dollars to become a franchise. And yes, you get all these benefits, but your investment point is so expensive. But think about it. The Prib, our Prib, does everything. It follows up for you. It does the selling, upselling, cross-selling to your customer base that you went out and procured for free. Welcome orientation, training, upgrades, events, retention. The Prib does all that for you. Your goal is to go out and get customers, okay? So remember I told you that, we had an industry that's already in place, and that industry is called travel. It's an $8 trillion industry, and all we've done is we created a system of access so that we can actually create an income from travel. iGo Travel is the front door to the Prib. So how we get our customers? We give away free accounts to our customers, our family, our friends, our business partners, our acquaintances, our pastors, our doctors. We give free accounts to them. And what happens is when they book their travel, they save up to 35%. How do I get paid, Ms. Johnson? You get paid 50% of everything they save. 50%. I'm going to show you some examples here in a second. So as of right now, this was a 12 months. We had about 500,000 customers. Now we're close to 1 million customers in ibuumerang. 1 million customers already into the Prib. Okay. All we did was we gave away a free account. Mr. Benson, my business partner on the call, he went and gave his doctors. He gave his doctors business accounts. Their travel accounts. His doctor's already booked his trips for the next 12 months. He's already booked his trip for the next 12 months. So he gave away account to his doctors. He says, okay, I'm not going to go anywhere right now because of this pandemic. But guess what? In the future, I'm going to book my trip. So in the future, I'm already saving money when I take my trip. So when you build a business, I promise you, you've got to see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years. You can't see a business like this for right now. You can't see it for the next 5 to 6 weeks. Yes, you can earn money, but let me tell you something. If you want long-term money, legacy income, you got to be able to build it and see it for the future. There's a reason for that. Travel is going to be here. It's never going to go away. So you got to be able to see things for the future. So he's giving away already travel accounts, and maybe the doctor's become a business partner, Kendrick. I keep saying business account, and that doctor's already booked his travel, okay? So industry of travel is $8 trillion, guys. I'm not gonna go through all the numbers. You see Asia, 6 billion, Africa is a 500 million per day. But this is what gets me, this is where I felt so hurt to my heart. When I found out that the travel websites that I was looking at, Travelocity, Expedia, Oppt, when I was looking at these websites, I thought I was comparing prices between individual websites. Did not realize they were all owned by 2 holding companies, Booking Holdings and Expedia Group. These 2 companies right here own 45 websites to the tune of $190 billion in 2018. They own all the websites. So when you think you're going out there, you're comparing prices. What you're doing is you're comparing prices at retail markup, okay? But we have behind the curtain prices, and we have the same inventory, and we pass the savings on to you, right? So this is an example of what you would save booking through our platform. New York City, 4.5-star hotel, $339 a night. Guys, our price on iGo, $178, okay? That's a savings of $161. But think about it. New York over here, top rental car, $392 total. On our platform, $221, $171 in savings. I'm just going to jump down here. This is reservations that are taking place in our business. Mr. Bugs decided he was going to go back to Cabo San Lucas again. This was for his birthday. 5-star resort, all-inclusive hotel. Had a butler and everything. His reservation was $1,348. His saving was $1,589. It was more than the reservation. And his reward credits was 1,687 points, which are applicable to future reservations, okay? So we also offer the 5-star lifestyle, 3-star prices with our core services as well. So you have hotels, rental cars, cruises, flights, homes, weeks, marketplace, timeshare. Our flights are not discounted, but there are some international flights that I heard that you can get at very good prices. We offer flights on our platform so that you can have the convenience of booking, but not only that, you get the points when you book your flights with iGo. Okay, and then these homes, guys, these are multi-million-dollar homes that will cost you anywhere between $15,000 to $20,000 for other travel clubs. Okay, when you talk about Hilton Travel, things of that nature, they will charge you just to have access $20,000 to $30,000 just to have access. And so on our platform is nothing like that. Then you have the week's vacations where I think Mr. Benson said there was a price for one for like what, $149 or $169 the other night. I don't know if it was Cabo San Lucas or one of the Mexico vacations that we have. So, you know, you can go and stay a whole entire week for the price of one night on our platforms. And then you have the marketplace where you can actually bid on vacations. And then you have timeshare owners, whereas we allow our TSA partners to place their timeshares there, and we can participate by utilizing those timeshares as well. But we offer a whole lot of other activities and rewards and lifestyles, the wine club, outdoor activities. All these things are available. They're discounted, and you actually get reward points as well when you utilize them in your travel, okay? So do you boomerang? Yes, we do. And so this is how this business works. We have a code. It's called a smart code. And basically we call it smart code because we have 3 types of boomerangs that we send out. We give out a boomerang for travel. We give out a boomerang for drivers and riders. And I'll explain that to you in a second. So the code is generated in your own back office, okay? You would take that code, you would generate, you would send it via text or email to your friends, family, acquaintances, and they will go to the iGoBoom website, activate the code, and now they're your customer for life, okay? They're your customer for life, and every activation of a boomerang feeds a proper nutrition to an undernourished child. And in 2019, we fed over 4.4 million servings to undernourished children, okay, a proper nutrition. So that is how the codes work, okay? And we will we have the training to show you how that works. If you're actually ready to facilitate that, we will show you. There's called a TSA orientation that we actually introduce you to. All of our businesses are digital, and everything is done online. So let me give you an example of a travel savings bonus. So basically on the left side, you have the ambassador, and I go travel ambassador. That's me. And I decided I want to go to Cancun. I love Cancun. And the public price for me for that stay is $1,046. My savings is $424. This is at a 5-star resort hotel. My cost for that trip is $621. Guys, now I'm not going to go by myself. I'm going to invite some friends and family. Say they get the same hotel, same vacation, same time, same room, the entire same booking. But guess what? They save $212. Their price total with tax is $834. So let me share with you how this works. So me, that's not really me. Let's say Mr. Benson, he takes a boomerang and he sends it to his best friend. His best friend books a trip, and they take their trip, and then what happens, they save $212 on their trip, and guess what? Now the boomerang comes back to Mr. Benson to a travel savings bonus of $106. So he just earned $106 just by giving away some technology for free. He gave technology to his friend. In other words, his best friend got a website that he could book his own travel on, do all the searching himself. We're not travel agents. We just empower people to actually go out and book their own vacation, but they get a chance to save up to 35%. And when they save money, we get paid 50% of what they actually save. Okay? So that's what happens with the savings, travel savings bonus example. Now, one of the fastest growing segments of travel is the dry share industry. Guys, this is huge. So we told you that travel is the front door to the crib. That's how we get our customers. Okay? And that's how we get, because travel to me is sexy. It's fun. You know, it's relaxing. It's one of those things you have no idea how easy it is to just change your mind and look towards travel, towards vacation. I do it all the time. I live off the canvas of my imagination in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And that's another whole story. And so the Vibe is our brand new rideshare company, and that's a part of the Prib. Remember, I told you the customers go into the Prib, and the verticals, the businesses go into the Prib. So the one company we just launched back in December in Florida, we got beta testing in Florida. We have beta testing here in Houston, and that's in Florida in 4 cities, and here in Texas, in Dallas, Fort Worth, and Houston, Texas. And so what we've done was we've launched our Vibe Ride business, guys. And what is so powerful, so great about this, I mean, which I love, is that I get a chance to build a fleet of drivers everywhere. But guess what? This is not the only business that's going to go into the crib. Remember, Amazon only started out with books, but Amazon has thousands of vendors in their business. But imagine if you were given the ability to give a website to everybody to access Amazon. Every time they access Amazon and purchase something, you would get a commission from that. Suppose if, right now I'm looking at, I've got so much stuff in my basket, I can't even call it all out. I've got, walkers, to help people walk, and I've got other things. And so every time, I send my customer a website and they're looking at walkers, guess what? And they purchase it, I get what? Commission. So now the Vibe Ride is a part of the crib. So we're going to show you how you can earn money, not just driving if you don't want to, but you can build a fleet of drivers. Okay. But guess what? That's not all that's going. The next thing that's going will be Boo Mobile, which is our mobile service. Okay. So when we introduce our mobile phone service to customers and they decide to switch over to our service because it's affordable and it's, and it has that, that all-inclusive plan, every time they make a monthly payment to their bill, guess what? You get paid. You get paid. That's not it. There's more coming. Just had a meeting with Mr. Bugs on Monday, a leadership meeting. And there's some things that I can't tell, but there's a lot of stuff coming and they're going to be announced in September. Okay. So what sets us apart from all of the Vibe rides, all the Ubers and the Lyfts, is that we have the ability to create our own vibe. Our customers do. Our customers will have an app that we will give them. They'll be our rider for life. If I give an app to one of my customers, that means they're my customer for life. Every time they ride, I will earn a commission. So they can set their app up. If they want to talk when the driver picks them up, they can talk. If they don't, they can select, I don't want to talk. If they want to listen to R&B instead of rock and roll, they select that. If they want the temperature set to 68 instead of 72, they select that. If they want to be picked up by a female late at night because they don't want to get picked up by a man when they get to having their girls' night out, guess what? They pick girl power and now they're set. Okay, so they create their own vibe, and every time they ride, guess what? We get paid. So it's called the Next Gen and Drive Share, D3. D3 basically means that you can either earn money when you drive. That means you can become a driver if you want to. That's not ingrained in stone. That's just an option. And then you can earn money when others drive. This is where the fleet is built. And then you can earn money when customers ride. So we're not going to talk about this one, not right now, the drive part, because that means that, you want to drive, that's great. We can introduce it to people that want to do that. They'll earn up to 75% of each fare. But this is what I'm so excited about, the others drive. That means I can create a fleet of drivers, not just in Houston, but wherever we're open in business. If we're open in Chicago, soon to come, then guess what? I can set up drivers in Chicago. If we're open in Las Vegas and I have people waiting in Las Vegas for this to open up, guess what? I can build a fleet of drivers in Vegas. I've got drivers in Florida right now, drivers in Dallas right now. Okay. We're opening internationally in Mexico real soon. That's what we just heard from Mr. Bugs, not on the leadership call. That was before the leadership call. So I did not pimp anything out. So we also will earn money when our customers ride, guys. Guess what? Every time a customer rides, whether they're with a person that, here in Houston, or if they're in Chicago, if they're in Italy, or if they're in Australia, whenever they're riding with a driver from Vibe Rides, guess what? You get paid a commission. Okay. Imagine what happens when they start referring people. The customers are able to refer other customers, and then the money starts to come. So this is how your active income will earn 75%. That means your drivers will earn 70% up to their first 50 rides, and then 75% after that. Okay. So that's the active income. But this is the passive model, the driver passive model. So let's say I introduce 10 drivers. I know 10 people that drive already for Uber and Lyft. I tell them continue to drive for Uber and Lyft. I'm not asking you to change who you drive for. But what I am going to ask you is, how much money do you earn when you're sleeping at night from Uber and Lyft? And their response will always be, I don't earn any money. And that's great. Let me introduce you to a business that will pay you while you sleep. And so if I sponsor 10 drivers, okay, I give them 10 apps. In other words, I give them an app. That means that means that smart code I give them. Okay, when I give them that smart code, what happens is All I do is put them in the system. Guess what? The PRIB does everything else. The PRIB gets them from the code being activated to the point to where they are reminded to finish this process until they're fully functional driving for Vibe Ride. So all I gotta do is give them the code or put them in the system myself personally. Once they're in, the PRIB takes over. So guys, when I say customer acquisition, this is the real deal. Customer acquisition. Go out and get the customers, give them a code, activate the code, and now they're yours for life. So if I got 10 drivers to drive, and on average they do 50,000 a year, times 10, that's $500,000 done. That's $500,000. Guess what? I'm gonna get 3% of that. $500,000. That's $15,000. Don't know where you can go to get $15,000 raise these days. 15,000. Now, how many are you gonna get more than 10 drivers? That's the question. Because rideshare is huge. Not only is rideshare huge, but also dropping off food. I forgot what that industry is called, but now people are picking up food and taking food. That's huge right now. That's real huge. So that's the driver passive model. But here's the customer, the rider passive model. Me, I go out and get 10 riders, but guess what? If I tell my 10 riders, for every 5 that you refer, you'll get a ride for free. Guess what? I've got now 50 riders. Now I tell those 50 the same thing. For every 5 customers that you refer, you get a free ride. Now I've got 250 riders plus all these. That's 310 riders total. And on average, if they spend $50 per month on just ride share, I earn 3% of that money at $15,500. That's an annual income of almost $6,000. I just showed you a way of earning, was it $21,000 basically in 1 year by going out and getting customers. That's huge. So more ways to get paid? Absolutely. The customer acquisition model, this is the one I love. This is when I say you get paid 50%. I go out and get 10 customers. I give them a boomerang, and they book 1 trip a year that saves them around $600 per trip. That's $6,000 annual savings, right? I just added $3,000 to my bottom line because I gave out free access technology so people can save up to 35% on their travel. I just earned another $3. Do you know that I have more than 10 customers? There's not one person on my organization that has less than almost 100 customers. I know people in my organization have over 1,000 customers, 300, 400. We have a lady in our business that has over 10,000 customers. She's set for life, guys. Set for life. So how do you build a business like this? Now, everything I just showed you for the last 40 minutes was all about customer acquisition. Nothing about building, nothing about recruiting or selling, none of that. All that was customer acquisition. Now you have the opportunity to leverage yourself by inviting people to look at the opportunity that are business-minded, that are looking, okay? They're seeking something right now. And if they take a position with you, they can earn, or you can earn up to $250,000 per week in this opportunity. This is that big money I was telling you about with the disclaimer. Mind you, there's work that has to take place to make this happen, but the max you can earn is $250,000, guys, right now. And this will pay up to 20%, pay out 20% for the first 30 days of your business. I'm not going to share the details of the dual team bonus. Just understand that it does pay out. It pays out well. So how to get started? $49.95. That is the standby. That means you're at the airport and you're waiting for someone to get off the plane. You wait for someone to not show up for their flight so you can get on the plane. $49.95 wholesale starter kit. That means you get 1 boomerang customer site. That means you can go out and book your flights and stuff like that. You get 5 boomerangs to send. That means you can give out 5 accounts, okay? And then you can earn 25% of direct travel savings bonus instead of 50%. You'll be earning only 25%, okay? Then you have 25% of referral commissions. And then you get a chance to get an iDecide interactive presentation, which will do the presentation for you, okay? And then you get an online business management system, which is your back office, which helps you to manage your business. All of that for $49.95 per month. That's a one-time $49.95 investment plus $49.95 per month. But guys, let me share with you. This is just where everybody gets started at. This is where you want to go in order to earn the income. You want to get yourself started at one of these membership packages, okay? And so I'm going to go through them, And all these are one-time investments. The coach class gives you everything from hotels, flights, and rental cars. It gives you access to iGo booking engine. You get 10 boomerangs. You get a 50% of the travel savings bonus that's available. And you get to earn up to 10% in that dual team, that left or right team that I was just sharing with you, plus access to the Crib and Vibe rides for a one-time investment of $250. One-time investment, $250. You get that. But guess what? You want to get to the business class at least, because it gives you everything in coach class plus cruises, but you get 25 boomerangs now. I know you have more than 10 people in your phone, in your sphere of influence, so you want to have more boomerangs to send out. And now you earn 100% of all the travel savings and bonus that's available to you. And you earn to 12% in your left and right team, plus the Crib and the Vibe rides. That's a one-time investment of $500. One-time investment, $500, okay? Then, of course, first class is everything. I have most of my partners are first class. In fact, I think almost all of them are first class members of iBoomerang. That gives you access to everything. Remember I told you about those multi-million-dollar homes that you have to pay between $20,000 to $30,000 to become a part of that vacation club? Guys, you'll have the same inventory available to you here with everything that's available right here. Cruises, flights, hotels, all those good things, homes, weeks, marketplace, lifestyle, timeshare. You get 50 boomerangs now. You get 100% of the savings that's available, up to a 20% payout in your left and right team, okay? And access to the Crib and Vibe rides for $1,000 one-time investment. One-time investment. Your monthly cost for doing business, because this is a business. This is not a bill. This is what it costs. If you were investing in McDonald's, you would have a monthly payout that you have to do in order to go out and get all of the products that you need to do your business for the month. In this business, you'll have to pay only $99.95 per month, which gives you access to 188 countries that we're already doing business in. That means that if you know people that are in Germany, people that are in Italy, people that are in New Zealand, people that are in Australia, in the Philippines, guess what? You have access to invite them to look at this opportunity. They get started, and now you have businesses over there as well as building nationally right here in the United States. That gives you access to that. It also gives you access to all the training. All of your websites are covered under this one-time subscription payment. So I want to just invite you guys to get back with the person that invited you to look at this tonight. I hope I was not too long. I tried to make it quick and to the point. The disclaimer still applies. We talked about a lot of money, but it only works when you work. Like Mr. Benson says, you can pay for your membership, but if you don't go to the gym and lift the weights and do the running, you're going to still look like the same person you did when you paid the membership. He didn't say it quite like that, but that's what I said. So, you know, but he makes it a little bit more cuter than that. So that's in a nutshell. That is the presentation for the night. I just want to encourage you guys to take a strong look at something like this, because I truly believe that this will be a multi-billion-dollar company within the next 5 to 10 years. Why do I believe that? Because I know the visionary. I know the man who's building the business. The gentleman that said he would never own a network marketing company, he also said that he would never do travel. And yet he's already built a business that's very successful right now during the pandemic. We've had our best time, our best revenue during a pandemic. Back in April and May, March, April, and May, those 3 months, phenomenal money that was generated. And we've not, and not to say that June and July has been bad. I'm just saying, I know what we did at the beginning of the pandemic, and we turned down some incredible pin levels. If you understand what that means, we built a lot of, we did black diamond, blue diamonds, things of that nature. So there was a lot of money generated back then. So I want to just congratulate everyone who has a guest on the call. I want to open it up for questions, if you don't mind. So does any of the guests have questions tonight that I can help with right now? You got me for about 2 minutes. Miss Beverly, I know you got a question. You good?
I'm good, thank you.
She said, you're going to call me out like that. It's all good. It's all good. Any questions? Yes,
This
Ben?
is Ben.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we do have a guest who joined from Africa, but she's having a audio problem. Yesterday she did, but still the same problem. So she's the one named Samsung SMG 933.
Okay. And
So
uh-huh.
yeah.
Oh, so you say she's having what kind of problem?
Micro. She cannot hear us.
Oh, she can't hear us.
Yes.
Ooh,
So
I sure hate that.
we have
Did
that
anybody
problem.
record the call? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll try to get that call sent to her, of this presentation sent to her.
Okay.
Okay, and
That's
we'll
great.
try to compress it and send it out. I'll have my techie, Mr. Benson, figure something out. He does what he does great.
Thank you.
Absolutely, most definitely. Anybody else have any questions, or we good? Excellent. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to open the floor up. I want Mrs. Patton, if you don't mind, Linda Patton, Nefertiti, if you could come on and just share. I know your business is blowing up right now, and guys, I want you to understand who Mrs. Linda Patton is. She is not a part of our organization, but she's a part of our family. Does that make sense? And so she has plugged in. Her team is plugged in with us because we don't discriminate. We don't separate. We don't segregate. We embrace and we welcome all to this business. And so whoever we can help, we will help. And so I want her to speak because she shared something with me. Was it yesterday? You said that Mrs. Gail has gotten started. She's got 2 people coming on board. You want to share a little bit of that?
Yes, Gail Carr, she got started.
Give us some history
And
on Miss Gail, please. That's an old friend, right?
Yes. As a matter of fact, she is actually an old mentor.
Okay.
I was in a female group with her in church, and I'm not going to date myself, but it was a while ago. And it's funny because you've heard the old saying, be careful because you never know who's watching you. Well, I get on Facebook and do a watch party. And one day I saw her say something. And so I reached out to her and she said, you don't know, but I've been watching you. I've been jumping on your watch parties. And she was getting on at work. So she was using a different name. So I had no idea who it was. She said, I've been watching you for a while.
Wow.
And so I invited her to get back on. And she came on and looked at a presentation I did. And then I did a 3-way with Miss Johnson. She got started and she is super excited. She's bringing on people, and every night we have presentations at 7 o'clock before we get on here. And she has people on there constantly. It's great that we can plug in. I appreciate Mr. Benson, Miss Carter, Miss Johnson for letting us plug into the team and get started, get going, plug into your leadership, and don't look back.
Absolutely. That's good. Thank you so much, Nefertiti. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. So that's what it's all about. Good stories, guys. And you always want to create a story. And because all we have right now is success. That's all we have. I mean, literally, this team is blowing up. And so we want to continue that energy and continue that momentum that has been created. And I thank the team for creating the momentum because you guys, this is day 46, if I'm not mistaken, in a row that we have had a presentation of some sort that has come out of this organization. So I want to commend you guys for that. Any other questions or any statements before we get off? Okay. Anybody want?
This is Diane Hardy. I just wanted to thank my guests. I know I had one guest who had some technical audio issues as well, and following up with her. And I've got Vic Capers on the line, who's on the call because his video is a bit jacked up. So
wow.
Anyway, we understand.
So let me call Bill G.
We understand technical issues and we work around them. So he's a friend from college, and so I tapped in, and so he's in Vegas right now. So I just want to say thank you for at least listening. And this is the time, if he does have questions, to actually ask them.
Absolutely. Be glad to help.
I'd like to say thank you to my guests also, Wendy Beverly.
Absolutely. Yes, for Mrs. Beverly coming on, absolutely. After I called her out, Lewis. Miss Beverly's hanging.
Sorry, I'm kind of jumping in here.
She's hanging tight. She stayed on the training call the other night with us for a little while.
Yeah, she did. She's
Yeah,
a
so
trooper.
she's hanging tight. She's a trooper.
Thank you,
Yeah,
lady.
we hold all kinds of hours over here. Absolutely. Okay, Ms. Carter, you were saying something? Thank you, Mr. Capers.
I wanted to thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure.
Yeah, you
got thrown
just
in the fire.
came on like
Yeah,
it was, butter on top of the cake. You just made it just roll right off your tongue and smooth. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about right there. Leadership that is.
Oh, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. I have a great family. Great family. So, Mr. Benson, before we go, you got something?
I just want to say thank you again for presenting to us tonight. This was good. I took some good notes. And so I'll be ready for my presentation when it comes around.
That's right.
What's so cool about tonight is, even though, we're going to have some issues when you present. And tonight, once again, it shows that we are a team.
Yes.
And I want to thank you, Ms. Carter, for dragging me into this team. Like Ms. Carter was dragging me by 1 foot and I was running, and then I finally fell in, right? And so I've been with you two for 6 years, and I want to say this run is going to go down in history. I'm so excited and thankful and really, really just in awe every single day that we do this. So
absolutely.
Welcome, team. Welcome, guest. Welcome.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome, everybody. Well, guys, we're gonna let y'all. We did these calls early so we can get y'all to bed earlier. Instead of midnight, we're trying to get everybody to bed before midnight. And so I want to just thank everyone for jumping on, and definitely get back with the person that invited you. Get those questions answered. Please lifeline me when they get started. So Mrs. Carter, lifeline anybody that any leadership, so that we can welcome everybody properly to the organization, to the family, and get their business launched. We want to launch everybody's business, so we look forward to helping you guys. So with that being said, we're gonna say good night. We love you. There's nothing y'all can do about it. Go to bed. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Great call.
Absolutely.
Good night, everyone.
Yes, mother.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Have a nice night.
Have a good night.